Okay, as I was cut off on the previous video, we have to change the limits here before we integrate. So these limits were in terms of theta. We're now going to change them into terms of u. So before it was 0, so what we're going to do now is cosine of 2 times 0, not a theta, 0. Cosine of 2 times 0 is cosine of 0, which is equal to 1. This is now our lower limit. And then we're going to do cosine of 2 times pi over 6, which is cosine of pi thirds, and that's going to give us half. This will be our upper limit. So we're going to rewrite our integral. Using these limits, we have from 1 to half of let me write 1 over u to the third times du divided by a negative 2. We can rewrite this before we change anything. So from 1 to half of du over u cubed times a negative half, so that you can see the constant. But if you look at the integral, our lower limit is greater than our upper limit, so we're going to have to pull out a negative, and then we also have to pull out the constant, which is a negative. So a negative from the limits and a negative from the constant make it a positive half that we pull out. Change our limits, and then we can rewrite this to be u to the negative third du. We integrate using the power rule, so we'll have half u to the negative 2 over negative 2, evaluate it from half to 1. We can pull out this constant here, multiply it by our constant there, gives us a negative 1/4 u, can't have a negative exponent, 1 over u squared, evaluate it from half to 1. Using the fundamental theorem of calculus, we substitute in our values, and our final answer should be 3/4.